I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fiber of my entire being. How are you feeling right now, beautiful soul? So, today's message, today's video is about starseeds, you being a starseed, and how to deal with being a starseed here on planet Earth. Because I know from personal experience, it really isn't easy. There's times we just want to go back home. We want to go back up there to the stars, to the constellation, to the star, to the planet that we originally came from, that we're yearning at some points in our human existence to go back to. Because being here on Earth, it feels so uncomfortable. I know this. I really do know this. From all of my heart to yours. If you're going through it right now, I want you to know this, that I love you unconditionally. And many of your fellow sisters and brothers out there, they love you unconditionally. If you open your heart and you live from this space, you're going to come into contact with other starseeds. By being on your heart, or by being in your heart and allowing it to open and bloom like a powerful diamond lotus, you've connected with this video, you've connected with me. Okay, I'm just one in millions. There's lots more like me out there waiting to connect with you. So first of all, know that you're not alone. Okay, you are loved beyond measure. And many of your extraterrestrial allies, your fellow sisters and brothers from the stars, they're watching you. Some of them are here on Earth around you, amongst you in physical form. Some of them are blending in between other physical humans, living on a different frequency band. You may not be able to see them, but once you activate your third eye and connect your mind to your heart and get that balance and equilibrium, you'll start to tap in to the realities and the frequency bands beyond the veil of illusion and start to connect with your fellow sisters and brothers from up there. You'll feel more connected again. Now, I get so many emails. People wanting to commit suicide, people saying they've had enough, people in despair. The emotional roller coaster that they're on here in human form is too much for some of these sensitive souls, because it really does a lot of the time come down to sensitivity. And you get people saying, well, I'm an empath. I don't really buy into that term empath. I think it's a load of bullshit. Actually, really and truthfully, we're all very empathic, depending on what level of consciousness we're at and what level and frequency we decide to tap into. Just like tuning into a radio station, there's different levels and frequencies. As your consciousness expands and you live from the heart more and more, you start to see and feel your environment more and more. And it can be too much for some people, far too much. They can't cope because they're up and down. You know, there's millions of people, billions on the planet and millions in their environment, okay, or their extended environment, hundreds and thousands in their local environments. Remember, there's no time and space, there's no distance, there's no measurement. It's all illusory. So other people's energies are always affecting people. And if you don't know how to cope with that, it can be very, very difficult. First and foremost, the best piece of advice that I can give to you as a starseed, knowing what you're going through, is to accept that you're here on Earth, okay? Many of us, when we were on the stars, we sacrificed so much to come to Earth to assist and help. It really was not an easy decision. We sacrificed and gave up so much beauty, so much magic, and we knew how difficult it was going to be when we came down here. But a lot of us get blank slated on our way through the birthing process by certain other forces, which is a whole other story, okay? But we're not going to discuss that in this video. What is important to know is that you come into this environment and most of your memories, they're not at the forefront of your consciousness. You've got to dive deep into your own soul and mine them. Draw them back to the surface and connect with them, okay? And that's something that everybody can do. What you've got to do right now is to accept. You've got to accept that you came to this planet as a powerful being to help your fellow sisters and brothers As soon as you can accept that, and you can accept the reality the way that it is right now, you're going to start to flow a lot better. But whilst you're in resistance, fighting things, worrying about things, thinking the earth is terrible, and all of the things and the atrocities that are happening in your environment, local and extended, micro and macro, are dreadful and catastrophic, you're only going to have negative feelings, thoughts and emotions, and that's going to make your situation worse. What you've got to do is to change your reality by changing your frequency. And the first thing you do is accept, because as soon as you accept, you come into the frequency of unconditional love. As soon as you step into the frequency of unconditional love, you start to align with things in your environment that are on that frequency, and everything starts to flow better. You start to elevate, you start to expand, and life starts to become easier. So the first thing you've got to do is to accept. The second thing you've got to do is to meditate more and come into your own heart. And what I want you to do is to connect to your galactic origins. Okay? Come into your heart, close your eyes. I want you to create a blue sphere inside of your heart and expand it out past the boundaries of your physical body. I want you to place this code in to the blue sphere, right in the center of your heart. The code is XY11142. XY11142. This is a code that I created with my Lyran Star brothers and sisters. Okay? You place this code into your heart. The code is made up of a whole mixture of geometrical fabric, cubes and octahedrons and Merkabas with zeros and ones, and a lot of information folded, blended and weaved like a kaleidoscope of colors and fabric into a very specific code, the code that I've just shared with you. You place it into your heart, it will then ripple out into this blue sphere. The blue sphere is going to come alive. You sit there and breathe deeply, and you're going to ask to connect with your galactic origins. The code's going to go to work, and you're going to start to see and feel your sisters and your brothers from other parallel dimensions of light or parallel frequency bands. Higher vibrational octaves of light and information are going to start to present themselves to you, to connect with you on a heart-to-heart level, beyond human form. And you're going to feel what it's like to be home. And that in itself is nurturing, comforting. It's compassionate. You feel a deep soul connection to your roots, to your galactic origins. And that breathes a huge sigh of relief into your own human energetic signature. Your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies will start to vibrate and align at a galactic level. And you'll start to realize that this human game is really just that, a game, and things just start to fall away. You start to realize that you are a powerful light, and you're here in this earthly body to shine light and to expand and be a glowing beacon for your fellow sisters and brothers. That in itself is magical, beautiful, cosmic, energizing beyond all measure. I'm sharing this with you because I love you, and I know it's not easy, but you can make it easy by choosing, by being disciplined enough to do what I'm asking you to do. By using this code, first accepting, then using the blue sphere in the code to connect to your cosmic family. You are a magical being, and you have so much power locked inside of you. And I know that you've got so many gifts to share with this world. You've got so much talent. So practice what I've just shared with you. And I guarantee you, from all of my heart to all of your heart, it's going to change and transform you. It's going to give you a new way of being in this world, a new way of vibrating in this reality. And that is a gift from the universe. You are the universe. It's a gift from yourself, from me to you, from me to me, from you to you. We're just one of the same beautiful soul. Connect, expand, dive deeper. Wherever you are on this planet, hug tightly. Never be the first to let go. Love fiercely. Whatever you're faced with, love it. Love them, love your external environment. There is no good, there is no bad, it's all just experience. And the more you accept reality and what is happening, you start to flow like river. You start to flow like water down a river through the stream of life. I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fiber of my entire being. I'll see you again real soon, beautiful soul. Check out our website, starmagichealing.com. If you're watching it on Facebook, like it and share it. If you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe and share these positive messages with your fellow human tribe. Together we really can make this world a much more harmonious place. I'll see you on the other side of nowhere. Peace out, beautiful soul. One love.